Welcome back. Number 7 of 10. How trust involvement prepares your children for wealth. The Heir Education Principle. In this video, we explain how involving children in trust administration prepares them for the future responsibility. You'll learn why early participation builds confidence and discipline. Let's unpack how education becomes part of governance, and we'll correct the belief that heirs should remain uninvolved until adulthood. Most families wait until their children are grown to teach them about responsibility. By then, it's usually too late. By the end of this video, you'll understand how early involvement in trust management prepares heirs for leadership. If you care about your children's maturity, their confidence, discernment, and future stability, this matters. The biggest mistake people make is believing children should stay out of trust affairs until they are adults. That belief is wrong. Most likely because people believe trust is reserved for the wealthy, and by the time they learn the truth, they themselves are adults. Don't trip if that's you. You're not alone. A trust is designed to prepare successors, not surprise them. When children are excluded, they grow up uninformed. They inherit responsibility without being prepared, and this creates insecurity, confusion, and dependency. Some seriously may reject the responsibility entirely. It's because of this misunderstanding that families often keep children away from meetings, avoid teaching them financial skills, handle everything privately, and delay their education. As a result, heirs remain passive instead of capable. You've seen the narrative on trust fund babies as lazy, spoiled, and entitled future crash outs, scared of their own shadows. Maybe you as a grantor or settler want that for your children. You want to shield them from the dangers of the world, and that is understandable. Just keep in mind your heirs are part of your future societies and your legacy. And the beautiful part is you get to decide what that looks like long after you've passed on. Is it a weak legacy or is it stronger? Today I'm going to show you how involving children in trust management prepares them to become responsible beneficiaries and future officers. In common law trust, privacy develops internally. If heirs are not trained early, that privacy weakens over time. Many families treat education as separate from administration. They plan schooling but ignore operational training. That creates unprepared successors. Legal interests may exist on paper, but practical control requires understanding. Without education, heirs cannot exercise responsibility. Think about teaching a child to manage money. You don't start with large investments. You begin with filling out deposit slips, paying small bills, tracking expenses, reviewing statements. Trust education works the same way. In a properly administered trust, children are gradually introduced to record keeping, bill payment, meeting participation, financial reporting, decision review. They learn how systems function. They become beneficiaries who understand their role. Over time, that education expands to accounting, finance, administration, legal structure. This turns heirs into contributors. Some parents worry that involving children too early creates pressure. In reality, it creates confidence. Would you agree that knowledge reduces fear, structure builds discipline, and ultimately participation builds maturity? Once you understand this principle, your behavior changes. You begin to invite children to the meetings, have certain conversations around them when they're in the car or when you're at dinner or walking around the house or anywhere else. You explain documents, assign small responsibilities, review decisions together, encourage questions. Ask me about the investment. Ask me about that particular income stream. Ask me about future partnerships. It's okay. Education becomes continuous. Very few days may go by where they aren't learning something. Ask yourself where your children stand. Are they learning? Are they participating? Are they preparing? Or are they waiting? Imagine looking forward to all the videos teaching you how to set up and manage your assets in a private trust, strategically managed by a trustee for the benefit of your beneficiaries, and you're not subscribed. Do you have commitment issues, dog? Subscribe. It's free to subscribe and hit the notification bell so YouTube cannot decide when and how you see the next video. It's free. Trust must educate successors. Parents must involve children early. This builds confidence, dignity, and gives direction. Children need this. So let's recap. Here's what you learned today. Early involvement prepares heirs for responsibility. Education strengthens administration. Preparation builds future leadership. Begin treating education as part of governance. This month, include your children in one appropriate trust activity. Teach it, explain it, review it. You don't have to go all out, unless you want to. Only you know how much your children can handle. If you're drawing a blank on what to do, here's a suggestion. Start by talking about investments during dinner. Have those important conversations while you're together. You don't have to talk directly to them unless they can handle that. What I'm saying is just have the conversations within the earshot of them. And over time, they'll start asking questions. They'll start to learn the language. And you take it from there. Now remember, this channel is for those who want to protect without permission, lead without being loud, and pass on more than money. Everything here is built for clarity, privacy, and precision, so you can move forward with confidence. I really appreciate you guys sticking through this series all the way to this point. You really are on a journey that requires discipline, that requires patience, and more importantly, requires reputable sources to learn what you need to learn to develop your trust. I'm having a blast doing this. I really missed this channel and I missed all of you. So welcome back to Wealth Locked In. Welcome back to changing how we see trust, changing how we see privacy, because this information is life-changing. The next video is number 8 of 10. We are almost done. Ongoing administrative duties. So until then, peace.